Continue our reporting on spring cleaning tonight with a way to clean up your looming debt. Now's the time to get your credit cards in order, check those interest rates, and possibly consolidate your debt to tackle it head on.
Nonprofit credit counselors say they're seeing a 35% increase in demand from people needing help just doing that. KDK consumer investigator Meghan Schiller joins us live now in the studio with which generation is asking for the most help. Meghan.
Today, I talked with the nonprofit Money Management International, and their data might surprise you. Millennials now are representing the largest generation seeking debt help. And we sat down with one millennial mom of 3 who stumbled upon the help she now calls life-changing.
Oh, you brought a queen.
With 3 little boys all under the age of 4, Valerie Harper could use some caffeine, but she also needed help with her credit cards.
It was literally the perfect timing for me, at least in my life at that point, because at the time I was already pregnant and I couldn't work to help out my husband.
How do you want to make it then?
Right here.
Harper moved from Southern California to Hampton Township and said the bills quickly started piling up.
Life things that happen, like your car, their tire needs new tires, or for us, currently actually our catalytic converter needs to be replaced, and that's so it's big expenses that you don't account for that end up putting you into debt.
Her bank, Bank of America, suggested she reach out to Money Management International for a free consult.
We help people in these situations all the time.
Harper is just one of many in Pennsylvania reaching out for help.
Pennsylvania is right behind the national average as far as year over year, the number of people that we're seeing. It's up, last year it was up about 30%. Over the year before, and they're coming to us with higher levels of debt.
Financial educator and former counselor Thomas Nitzsche says Harper's situation looks like so many others.
So about 1 in 3 clients that we counsel engages with us long-term in what's called a debt management program, like the client you met with, where we work with their creditors to reduce the interest rates on average down to around 7%. To get them on a path to being debt-free on average within 4 years.
Millennials like Harper now represent 43% of all new debt counseling clients at MMI, leading all other generations. The average debt balance among millennials climbed to $30,000 in 2024. Harper secured a plan to pay off her $17,000 of debt in 4 years, but she hopes to tackle it in 2.
So they consolidated all for me, and I only paid one payment of $370. And they contributed to, they send it out to the companies.
Harper now focuses on thrifting for her kids, shopping off brands at the grocery store, and finding free fun to keep the littles entertained.
There's nothing to be, I guess, not necessarily embarrassed about, but just, call, find, there's definitely help out there.
And Money Management International is a nonprofit, so it does take a small fee from its clients once it gets people on a debt management plan. That initial call and any budgeting session, though, when you first talk to them, is free, and they send you the tips on how to do it, so you don't even need to sign up.
So if you're looking for a company to help reduce debt, how do you make sure it's legit and not a scam?
Right, I asked them this because there are so many companies that do this. They said the biggest red flag first is if they ask you to put a lot of money up front without helping you yet. That's a big red flag. Definitely don't do that. It's also illegal. And they also said, we're talking about debt management here, but there is debt settlement. That's when you're already in collections and you need to negotiate and pay less than they want you to pay. So that's totally different. That's after your credit is already tanked. So just look out for the difference between the two of them. You can go on the BBB, and then also Reddit has this great debt-free community. You can talk to other Redditors, and they have a lot of great advice there. You can ask people, have you used this company before and were they legit?
All right, great advice, Meghan.
Thanks, Meghan.
Thanks.